Hello and welcome to this episode. In the last episode, we looked at the first part of the biblical origins of the genocide in Gaza, Palestine. How the foundations for the genocide was established by the order to destroy the inhabitants of the land of Canaan, or the land of Palestine. In this episode, we will see how the genocide of the people of Amalek relates to the current genocide in Gaza. The correlation between the Amalekites who were destroyed in the Bible and the people of present-day Gaza in Palestine. But before we start, I think we should look first at who were the Amalekites. Who were the Amalekites? Now, the Bible makes it clear that the Amalekites are Edomites, or the tribe of Edom, and these people came from the lineage of Esau. Esau was the first son of Jacob, the progenitor, according to the Bible, of ancient people of Israel. Now, this Esau was a twin of Jacob, but Jacob, who was the younger of the twins, the Bible says, cheated Esau out of his birthright with a bowl of porridge, and took over the blessings due to Esau as the first son of Jacob. And that was the foundation of the enmity, perpetual enmity that exists and existed between the people of Edom and the people of Israel. Now, for a more detailed account of this, you may want to see episode 31 of this program. Now, these people of Edom, or the ancient kingdom of Edom, will be today's part of kingdom of Jordan. So they will be part of the kingdom of Jordan, while Amalek will form part of the Negev region of today's kingdom of Israel. The Negev is also called the Nakab. Now, these are nomadic Bedouin Arab tribes, and they lived in the area before the creation of modern Israel in 1948. So these Amalekites received a special treatment, a special genocidal treatment in the Bible, according to the accounts we will soon see. Okay. If you go to Exodus chapter 17, verse 14, Exodus 17, verse 14, the God of Israel, Yahweh, orders the genocide of Amalek. He ordered that the entire kingdom of Amalek and all the people in it be totally wiped out. Exodus 17:14 says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, write this on a scroll as something to be remembered, and make sure that Joshua hears it, because I will completely blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven." Deuteronomy 25:17-19 goes on to say to Moses, "Remember what the Amalekites did to you along the way when you came out of Egypt, when you were weary and worn out. They met you on your journey and attacked all who were lagging behind. They had no fear of God. When the Lord your God gives you rest from all the enemies around you, in the land he is giving you to possess as an inheritance. You shall blot out the name of Amalek from under heaven. Do not forget. 1 Samuel 15 verses 2 to 3. 1 Samuel 15, 2 to 3. Yahweh orders King Saul to wipe out the Amalekites and every human being and all living things living in Amalek. He says, now go, attack the Amalekites and totally destroy all that belongs to them. Do not spare them. Put to death men, women, children, and infants, cattle and sheep, camels and donkeys. So essentially, wipe out totally everything in Amalek. Then, following the instructions and orders given to them by Yahweh, we are told that King Saul carried out the genocide. 1 Samuel 15, verses 17 to 31. 1 Samuel 15, 7 to 31. King Saul attacks Amalek and destroys everything in it, except the king, King Agag, and some choice animals which he brought back for the purpose of offering them as sacrifice to the God of Israel. He brought the king and the choicest animals for sacrifice. However, this wasn't pleasing to Prophet Samuel and to Yahweh himself, because he told Saul that obedience was better than sacrifice. You are instructed to kill everything and destroy everything. Offering sacrifice is secondary. And because of this disobedience, the Bible says that Saul and his family lost the kingship. And then the kingship goes to King David, who now completes the destruction and wiping out of Amalek. Go to 2 Samuel chapter 8, verses 11 to 12. So the king that replaced Saul, King David, mops up the remnants of people that survived in Edom, in Ammon, in Moab, in Palestine, and in Amalek. Whatever is left was destroyed. You may also see 1 Chronicles 4, verse 43, 1 Kings chapter 11, verses 14 to 18, and 1 Chronicles chapter 18. So, the job of destroying Amalek was completed. Okay. How does this relate to Palestine or Gaza? Now remember, Amalek today is part of Israel in the area called Negev or Nakab. And the Arabs were living there before the creation of Israel, and those who survived are still living there, and many of them are still living there today. Now, on the 28th of October 2023, just after the commencement of the war on Gaza, the Prime Minister of Israel made a statement where he categorically linked Amalek to Palestine, or the fate of Amalek was linked to the fate of Palestinians. He invoked the order given to King Saul and to the Israelites, to Moses, that Amalek must be destroyed. He quoted Deuteronomy 25, verse 17, and he said to his troops, to the soldiers he was sending to Gaza, "Remember what Amalek did to you. We remember and we fight." He also praised Joshua in the Bible, who led the biblical genocide of Canaan. And he said, and I quote, "Our brave soldiers who are now in Gaza, around Gaza, and in the other sectors throughout the country, join a chain of heroes of Israel that has continued for over 3,000 years, from Joshua, Judah Maccabee, and Bar Kochba, and up to the heroes of 1948. So, as far as he was concerned, the treatment given to the Amalekites, the total destruction and wiping out of Amalek, must be extended to the people of Palestine, the people of Gaza, because the Bible said to them, "Do not forget." The Bible says to them, the memory of Amalek must be totally wiped out. Now, this is not a sentiment just peculiar to the Prime Minister of Israel. It's actually a prevalent sentiment amongst many Israelis. I'll just give a few references and a few examples. This was a statement made in 2004 by Benzi Lieberman, the chairman of the Council of Settlements. Council of Settlements are those who are responsible for building settlements in occupied Palestinian land. He says, quote, "The Palestinians are Amalek." No mincing words there. "We will destroy them. We won't kill them all, but we will destroy their ability to think as a nation. We will destroy Palestinian nationalism." Palestinians are Amalek. We will destroy them and their ability to form a nation. A second reference I will give is from Ariel Porat. This is president of Tel Aviv University. Reported, I'll give you the reference of where it was reported. The Association of Academics for Respect for International Law in Palestine reported this statement. And he said, "In this war," this is the war in Gaza, "our soldiers are being killed, but the state of Israel vowed to obliterate the memory of Hamas. Remember what Amalek did to you on your journey as you left Egypt." This is what we learn from the book of Deuteronomy, or book of Devarim. And then there is the divine command to the people of Israel: "You shall blot out the memory of Amalek from under heaven. Do not forget." This is what should be done with Hamas, and I am convinced that this is what the state of Israel will do. Now remember, there's no distinction for them between Hamas and the people of Palestine. Hamas is Palestine, Palestine is Amalek, and Amalek is to be blotted out of the memory of the face of the earth. Minister for National Security of Israel, Itamar Ben-Gvir, November 10, 2023, says this, and I quote, "To be clear, when we say that Hamas should be destroyed, it also means those who celebrate, those who support, and those who hand out candy. They are all terrorists, and they should all be destroyed. So, he makes no mistake there. He says, all in Palestine are Hamas. All are terrorists. All are Amalek. All should be destroyed. These are only a few examples because the sentiment that Palestinians are Amalekites and Amalek should be destroyed completely is prevalent amongst many in Israel. And that is why the government has enjoyed support to carry on doing what they have been doing. The wiping out of the people of Gaza and the people of Palestine. So conclusions we can take from this is quite straightforward. The precedent for the genocide in Gaza and Palestine was set in the Bible. Palestinians are seen as Amalek and they must be destroyed. The government and leaders of Israel, as well as many in Israel, there are many exceptions, of course, but the majority, they believe they have the right to wipe out from Palestine any other people there who are not Jewish. And that is the tragedy of it. In the next episode, we shall consider how the right of return to the so-called promised land has helped to fuel the genocide that is taking place in Gaza. Thanks for watching.